Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Stead Reviews. A warm welcome to all you new subscribers and thanks for all your comments. And if you do enjoy this video and you're new to this channel, do hit that subscribe button. Anyway, this is basically just a continuation from a little add-on, as it were, to my David Bowie albums ranked. It was something I mentioned when doing the Ziggy Stardust bit, and I just wanted to go into it in a little bit more detail and explain where I'm coming from with it, basically. Now, for a bit of background context to this song, the album, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, was pretty much in the bag. But the head of RCA felt that it lacked a lead single. There was a cover version of Chuck Berry's Round and Round that was originally, I believe, going to be in the place of Starman. I'm not 100% sure of that. I can't find anything that absolutely confirms that. Maybe they weren't quite sure either. Anyway, it's completely not important to the rest of the story. So anyway, in response to that, David Bowie made Starman, and it's just as well that he did because it became a smash hit, particularly after that great Top of the Pops performance. And Ziggy Stardust, the album, probably just wouldn't have been launched in the same way if it wasn't for that big hit single. Now, let's get to the point of this video. There are two different versions of this song, the album version and the single version. And the rest of the world, to my knowledge, got the album version. But because the single version was such a big hit in the UK, all of the releases of the album, this is one that I bought, that was actually a re-release in 1980, but even that one's the same, featured the single version. And that was because the single was such a big hit that why would you put the album version on when that was people would be expecting that? And that was the version I had heard for many years. I had it on tape because my brother had it on vinyl. It was a crackly copy of it. I think it even skipped at one point, so it wasn't a very good quality version of it. I think that was actually recorded off here. So that was not this copy, but an older, more sort of beaten up copy of it. That's quite a sort of really cool compilation album there. But basically, that was if you were in the UK, that was the version that you would hear for years and years. So when I came to actually buying the albums, I got the album, I sat down and listened to it, and I was colossally disappointed. I'll tell you what the difference is. It's a very small difference, but actually a very significant difference. And that is the Morse code section is really quiet in the album version. In the single version, it's loud and brash and provides a launching pad for the chorus. The album version to me just sounds like it just stumbles into the chorus. It's sort of a bit of a non-event before the chorus. Whereas the single version, it just changes the entire vibe of the song and makes it feel a lot more dramatic and just punchy. And I would seriously suggest, because this is what I've done, that you swap out in all your playlists or whatever medium you listen to it, it's whatever you do, just swap out that song for the single version and you will find you'll get so much more enjoyment out of it because it's just so much better. Now, it wasn't until 2014 that the single version was finally released on CD in remastered form. On this compilation album, nothing has changed, and there is a 2-disc version of it as well, but I just went for the 3-disc version. And this one strangely runs chronologically backwards from Sue or In a Season of Crime, the original version, all the way back to Liza Jane from 1964. And it's a bit of a strange compilation, but suffice to say, it has that version of Starman on it, so I am eternally grateful for its existence. If you add that when you're streaming it, like swap out that track from on here and add it into the playlist of Ziggy Stardust, word of warning, I did that and was listening to it on Amazon Music. And because this album was removed, what it does, without warning you, it then just reverts to the other versions. They should let you know because, I don't know, it just annoys me, that kind of thing. Anyway, I found the 2-disc version was up there, so I just then did it again and copied that one into there. So now I've got the playlist working as it should do. So there you go. That is pretty much it. And that's nothing more to say really about that. That's just my recommendation to you. Very short one today. Pretty much a YouTube short really. I'll probably do a YouTube short version of it. I will be back with some longer ones, and there's some different stuff I'm going to do. It's going to be great. And yes.